beginning of the match rather than after the first round, which is a problem with this PS4 that I'm using right now because it has different settings to my one at home. This is the second match of day 5. We've got the Red Dragons versus Game of Drones, and this should be a very interesting match. The Red Dragons are fighting for a third place seed, which will give them a bigger advantage in the runner-up match, but Game of Drones are fighting to be in the finals. Right now, they are in third place because Santa just won their last match, so they do need this win, and it's very, very serious that they get this win so they can actually pull off this tournament. I am going to get them to start off the map bans, so I'm just going to post that in their chats. Here we go. Start map bans. How are you getting on with the posting the stream?
I just posted, but I'm not sure it's working because it doesn't show anything.
Let me have a look. Looks absolutely fine to me, mate. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't
Fine?
do that in Discord. It gets a bit glitchy. So,
Okay.
but it looks like the stream is running and it is live, which is fantastic. So I've told them to start the map ban, so just keep an eye on that, so we can find out who is going to be doing that. So what do you reckon today? Who's your money on winning this matchup?
We got Red Dragons against Game of Drones today, so I'm from Game of Drones. I want a tense day today.
Okay.
Because Red Dragons are already in fighting for the third and fourth place.
Yeah.
Game of Drones are fighting for the first, second, so
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
Absolutely, I can totally agree with that.
Sweat mode on,
yeah,
orange team,
and there's Cinnamon. So the team is ready for these map bans. Hopefully they will start in a second. I'll just message them out here in the Discord, get them to start this off. I'm slowly getting start now. Cool. Yeah, so I'm slowly getting used to the spectator view. There's a little bit of work at the start.
yeah.
But yeah, I think I settled into it in the last round. I think hopefully as the day progresses, we should start to get a few more things on cam. But at least we're not stuck in top-down view or anything like that.
That's better than the first days with League that we're watching the roof for
yeah.
He learned and he's very good now.
He is. He's fantastic. I literally, man, Lick should be. He should be a real caster. He should be paid, man. We should start doing donations just so we can give him cash, bribe him.
To be honest, before we do that, we need the capture card.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Having a second caster on a delay is not ideal. But
no,
and first map ban from the Red Dragons is going to be Cafe, followed by Game of Drones banning Bank. I need to write down the names.
What do you reckon?
Teams.
Where are we going to play?
I reckon we are going to go. Oh, Villa's gone from the Red Dragons, so that's taken that out. I don't know, to be honest. We've just seen Coastline, so I don't know if I want to do Coastline again. I've seen Clubhouse a lot. Consulate would be fun. Coastline's gone, so that's been taken out by Game of Drones there. So leaves us with Border, Clubhouse, and Consulate. Border is now been taken out by the Red Dragons.
And so Clubhouse by Game of Drones. So
there we go. So we're going to Consulate. Set that up in the match options. Consulate, and the map ban will tell us who is going first on attack and defense. So just hold on for that. And it is going to be Orange team on attack, so that is Game of Drones on attack. Fantastic. I'm going to Consulate, make sure I've got all the settings correct there. Let's start now. And in we go. Day 5, match 2, Red Dragons versus Game of Drones.
So, what do you reckon will be the score?
I think it will be close. I think the Red Dragons they do want to get some wins. They've had a real rough season this tournament. They've won their first game really well, and then the next few games were just really disappointing for them. And I think they've definitely felt that. They've got some really strong players, and I think they'll want this win. At the same time, Game of Drones are a very, very sweaty team, and they're gonna want to get this win. so they can get into the finals. It looks like our first ban is going to be the Monty from the Red Dragons, followed by Buck ban from Game of Drones. Don't know if that Buck is targeted. I'm wondering what the motivation behind that was.
Maybe for the Agorash hold, or Buck in a piano when you're defending console office is not the best.
Absolutely.
But you rarely see people there.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a Clash ban from Game of Drones. So, not a fan of playing against her.
Who do you think will be the last ban?
And the last ban is Mirror. There goes Mirror. And that is, that's a fair enough ban. I think that's she's strong on defense for Garage there, and a few other interesting strats. So starting us off on defense, the Red Dragons will be going to console meeting office. Classic.
That's predictable.
Classic. Oh, and it looks like Lick is saying, it's like you guys think I'm not at least watching. If you guys want to pay me, I'm not going to say no.
Oh, well.
Damn it, I can't slag off Lick.
There's no binding contract for now, so just talking here.
So we've got on defense a Vigil, a Mute, a Jaeger, a Valkyrie, and a Legion. And on attack there, Thermite, Capital, Nomad, Gridlock, and Thatcher. And the Thermite is going to get switched out for a Hibana. I think they probably know that we're not going to Garage first, but it's a bit of a risk. Hibana can still do the job, but just not quite as efficiently as the Thermite. I'm wondering what they're planning to do with the Hibana, though, on console meeting.
Attackers need to locate and
that's an interesting lineup. Maybe they want to open the hatch area by I call it CEO, but it's not CEO, by console office. People like to camp there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Might be for that, although I'm not sure. Lineup is
pretty standard lineup from the guys.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Although we have got a Vigil there, so it looks like Two Hands is wanting to probably do some bit of deep roaming maybe. Jaeger tends to be a roamer obviously, and he's going to ping on that wall because it is soft. We don't want the attackers getting in through there. It's going to get reinforced by Chris on the Mute. Slypus with his Legion's going to place them down in yellow stairs. There are some pre-fires happening on those windows now as the attackers are going to start making their way to the site. Nomad making sure that no one can come out of that lobby door. Pigboy checking for the yellow stairs peak, which is pretty standard by now. Everyone kind of expects that. And things coming together.
Also, there's a new way to counter that peak from yellow. You just need to jump on the beans. I mean, it was patched a while ago, but now it's working again.
Oh right, fantastic, classic.
You have a pixel.
Classic Ubisoft move there. Bringing back problems that have been fixed in the past. And Hibana is going to be droning out yellow stairs. And that's what the Hibana is for. It's to open up the wall into that little spot in console office. That's the word I want. Moody is going to be sat there on the Jaeger. He's going to be prone. He's going to be seeing that. See if he can get an angle on that window. But the window is starting to be contested, which is going to cause him a lot of problems. Although he's going to get a shot onto Cinnamon, who's rappelling down willy-nilly and not checking who is there. Matex there coming to try and get the refrag, but Street Rider is able to pick up Moody, probably from the window. Is Bernard's there as well? I can't quite tell. Street Rider is on the south side, the west front yard. Bernard is giving up on that window there. Chris is holding yellow and from the hallway, from the long desk. Sees the head, but doesn't manage to get it and gets taken out there by Matex on the Nomad. And Matex and Bernard are going to start making their way into sight. Bernard does pick up Slypus. That's a 2v4 now, and it's a really in the attacker's favour. The defenders are now going to be trying to sort out what they're going to do. Atop of spiral stairs, Dowd is trying to get an angle into console. Vigil is coming up the service stairs, and he's going to be making his way into meeting room and see if he can get a flank on. But the attackers are all watching those angles, and here we go. Here is Street with the Gridlock. The Gridlock takes out the Vigil, and and there we go. That's it. The Matex takes out the Valkyrie there, and we finish the round. 1 kill from the defenders that entire time. That's not a great start from them.
No, definitely, it's not a great start. Maybe the top defense as a first, it's always expected, to be honest.
Absolutely. It is expected, but I don't think their hold was anything special. I don't think they really... they didn't really have any angles that were totally being held, and it was a fantastic move by Bernard there to get that wall open with a Hibana. That's not what I was expecting to happen, and yeah, that worked out really well for them.
No, that is quite rare to see a Hibana opening the wall from the window. That's true.
It's very rare, and it does really make console a really difficult site to hold, because you do usually have someone sat in that little area holding that, or holding underneath the window. So the Hibana's going to get switched out for Thermite, as they anticipated the garage hold correctly. I think the defenders thought they might be throwing them off there, but not quite managing to do that. They are bringing with them a lot of utility there. They've got the Maestro and a Mute, Bandit and Jaeger, and a Legion, so they will have plenty to work with. This looks like it's going to be another standard hold from the Red Dragons. I think they're going to reinforce that hatch there in public bathroom. That's sometimes actually... sometimes you want to hold bathroom. It's actually quite a good place to
It's a good place,
contest,
but sometimes it's very hard if you're not organized.
Absolutely.
You need to have at least 1 or 2 people there, rotations. You need to study a bit how to defend it. It's not like, hey, I'm going to defend bathroom now.
Yeah, that totally. And
it's not doable.
I think this is bringing in the fact that the Red Dragons don't seem to have a solid strategy going on. They're pretty much going from what we normally see in our ranked games, which is going to be incredibly predictable for Game of Thrones and give them big advantage, because we know Game of Thrones like to bring out the sweaty strats in the tournament. We don't tend to play the usual ranked lineups. So they're going to start making their way over to the building now. Just getting themselves set up wherever they can, and it just seems like they're approaching things, drawing stuff out, making sure they can get control of everything they need. Matex there on the Nomad is going to try and get hold of Lobby, but there is someone contesting that double lobby door, and that looks... Oh, and he's going to get taken out by the Nomad, but the Nomad doesn't manage to capitalize on it. He's going to be shooting, but he does it in the end. Matex takes out Moody very close. He almost lost all his health there, so there is someone else up there, but he does get spotted. I can't tell. It seems like it's Chris on the mute, but the Chris on the mute does spot the head of the... There he goes. Chris takes out Pig Boy. Fantastic shot, but the Nomad is coming around the corner. Nomad on very little health does get downed quite easily. The C4 not picking up that kill. Does he know there's someone else in lobby? No, he doesn't, and he does get taken out by the Street Rider on the Gridlock, and Gridlock manages to pick up Nomad. So Nomad's on pretty much the same health as she was before she was down, and massively unlucky there for Chris. That was going to be a fantastic flank, but he just didn't quite know there was someone there to back him up.
Gridlock got that shot. That was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So the wall has been opened. So they failed to bandit trick. Seems like Bernard is going to be just on his own, watching the garage. Oh no, there is someone else there on the stairs. Probably the Thatcher. Thatcher is going round to yellow stairs. Can obviously see that the Street Raiders gridlocks have been placed down there, so he doesn't have to worry about that too much. Bernard is droning out, just making sure he can get a solid control, but his drone is upstairs, unfortunately, so he's not going to be able to help himself. This is where teamwork needs to be applied. And Dawid takes out Matex. That was a great shot there from Matex, who unfortunately missed on the cameras. He's going to be holding a dirty little angle there.
Don't worry.
Slipus round the back in lockers. He's not going to be able to help much out there, but he is going to reinforce to stop a easy flank around the back. 2 hands on the Maestro. Not able to see anything just yet. Street's still above, and he's going to be able to almost pick up the Bandit, and unfortunately misses, but Bandit does get downed, probably from the garage door by Bernard. Bernard's coming in for a plant, but the Maestro cam is there. He does take it out, but it is a 3v2 for the attackers, and this might be a simple plant. Street Rider takes out Slipus, and Street Rider takes out 2 hands, and that's it. That's the attackers round 1. That was a brilliant round for Street. 6-0 Street is sitting at right now.
Yeah, he's doing very good in this match.
definitely Street's got the energy right now. You can tell he's ready for this game, and when Street starts kicking off like that, he's going to snowball, and I think the red team are going to be feeling very worried about that.
I mean, maybe they should start. They should have got some strats for this day, even though they're fighting for the fourth place.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have get some more. I don't know, some more fantasy in the defenses. Unless they have something very special for attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we're going back down to Cafeteria Garage again. This time round, we're taking the same lineup. Same for the attackers as well. So, not many too many changes. Although I don't remember the Capital being there, played by Pigboy. So it looks like it's going to be pretty much the same push potentially, and it did work out very well for them. They did get control of a lot of pieces of the map there, and meant that defenders were quite often on the back foot once their roamers had been taken care of.
Although I fear that maybe they or they hold garage in some other way, hold better piano, or at least get also Kaid on the wall. I don't know, so you can help bandits.
Absolutely, and the Maestro was a good choice there. He was able to almost stop the plant, but the Street Raider picking up the Maestro really saved the attackers on that late plant.
Yeah.
So Two Hands is going to be setting up a camera right here on the garage. It's interesting position. I think it's probably a good bet there. Not a lot happening right now, but the attackers are going to start making their way over to site. Matex being very cautious with that lobby door, and he's going to be shooting that out. Probably going to start droning that out soon. Bernard already getting himself in position with Cinnamon. Are going to be droning out the garage door and getting ready to do that, with Pigboy very close behind. Matex coming into the lobby now. He's just making sure that no one's coming to flank him this time, but it looks like no one is. It looks like no one's really contesting. Everyone seems to be downstairs. Matex just holding an angle. Defenders definitely put fear into them, but there he is. There's Bandit upstairs in console. He's going to get droned out by Street Rider. So Bandit's going to be going to be rotating out of there, and he's going to head himself into admin. Interesting. He's playing quite far away from the site. Maybe a little bit too far. Legion sitting himself in archives. He's not going to spot anyone down there for a little while, as Matex is in the piano room. The track stingers go down on the yellow stairs as usual, as well as the Nomad, so there's no way we're going to get a flank from the Bandit down there. Bandit is checking those cams and making sure to see what he can do, see if he can get a good flank off, but the wall has been opened, and twice, in fact, so the defenders on site are going to be very worried right now. Drones coming in to see what they can spot. They might have spotted Moody there on the Bandit. Yep, on the Jaeger, sorry, and they have. Bernard's just holding angles. Matex down yellow stairs now. This is already a fantastic start from the attackers. They're getting very good control. There's still a minute on the clock. There's plenty of time, but it's 5v5, so defenders have a chance at really sorting this out. But they are not contesting very well. They're not roaming. And there goes Street, takes out Moody. Not sure where that was. Nomad goes off. That's Dawid on main stairs, making his way over to the Nomad. Nomad does take her out, though. Fantastic work from Dawid there. He's going to rotate back downstairs towards site. Maestro's holding a dirty angle, but nothing to spot there. He's going to be checking his cams every few minutes. Cinnamon is now on yellow stairs. Where is Bernard? Bernard is still outside. They are starting to run out of time now, and that is Cinnamon picking up Dawid and Pigboy picking out Chris. So already things are starting to come together for the attackers, and they're coming in for the plant. Bernard's coming down. Smoke goes down from the Capital. The Maestro cam is going to be spotting them, and he's going to be pinging, but he's not got a good enough angle. 1v4 now as Street gets his double kill onto Slipus. It's all down to the Maestro, who does manage to pick up Street, but he has got to clutch this, and it's going to be very tough for him. He spots the Capital in the kitchen, but Bernard outside. Fantastic work there from the attackers. They look like a very strong, really strong attack, and it looks like this defense is not working out for the Red Dragons.
Maybe it's the map. I don't know.
Might be, yeah. And I think their standard defense is just not working. I think the lack of, they in the first time they tried to contest to hold it, the Romans were doing a great job. As much as they didn't manage to hold
it's a
it.
shame that Moody got killed by the Nomad at the start.
Absolutely.
At the main door. That was.
It's very unfortunate.
Poor timing.
And now we're going back upstairs to console meeting.
And also mute in piano. That was almost there. It was perfect. Could have got a free piece, but
yeah,
man, the Gridlock got him.
It's very unfortunate for those guys. This time round, though, it looks like we're going to console meeting, and there is no Hibana. We have a Thermite instead. So it looks like they are probably anticipating another garage hold, but little do they know. They're going to be attacking upstairs. Jaeger, Mute, Vigil, Legion, and Valkyrie on defenders, Thermite, Capital, Nomad, Gridlock, and Thatcher on the attackers.
So far, so good for the attackers, really. Impeccable attacks.
Yeah, and in a clean sweep so far, 3-0. It's a brilliant start from those guys. They're going to be really setting themselves up. Looks like we're going to get a nice little Valkyrie cam in that corner watching the 2 rooms. Classic move there. Yeah, not much to point out not much to point out yet. This is pretty standard, getting some mutes on those walls and to the yellow stairs. Rotation holes, pretty standard, being set up there. Moody is going to be heading away down main stairs to West Corridor. He's going to be watching a little. Is it a little angle he's going to be holding there, or is he just doing that to scare the attackers? Might be looking for a spawn peek. Kind of spawn peek. He might pick up. Yeah, here we go. He's going to be not spotting them though. Not quite. Very close. Not quite looking in the right direction. He's right behind that. Just misses. So he comes in for an attack. Nomad is pushing yellow now as the Vigil backs off. Don't seem to know that yet. They're going to put down a Claymore. Maybe they should be droning this out just to make sure that if he's still around, because he is now watching yellow from cafeteria. Legion just pre-firing the window onto the connector. Pigboy joining out bathroom. Not quite getting muted. He's just going to try and see what he can find right now. Gridlock holding an angle. Not a lot going on right now. Everyone's just trying to get themselves into position. Pigboy is pre-firing through the bathroom, but he's not able to pick anyone up. Chris is behind the lawn desk, trying to see what he can find, but he's just watching yellow stairs, and there's no one on yellow stairs at all. Pigboy does get shot from a run out though, from below with a Jaeger from Jamie. Fantastic, 2 hands. That's fantastic work there. Moody is going to try and do a run out as well, but the Claymore is in a weird position. I don't know if he can get that.
No, I think he'll go from garage.
So the Dowd there on the Legion, just watching that window, just misses the head of the Matex taking out Moody. I'm not sure where that was, but here we go. There's the head, and he does it. Dowd takes out Lord Cinnamon there, and he puts down a Legion mine. Don't know if he knows there's 2 people on that window. Matex is trying to peek around, see if he can spot Dowd, but he's not really getting a good angle. Bernard looking into long desk, now going upstairs to the skylight. Maybe he's heading to get a different angle. The attackers are definitely stalling out now. It's 3v4. They're having a hard time pushing into this site. Will run out from 2 hands earlier, really set them back.
Yeah.
The Nomad is, I'm not sure what Matex is trying to do. I think they're trying to maybe try and take meeting room instead. Looks like all the attackers are gearing up for this, but no one. Oh, we go. Slipus with the C4 is going to be too low. He's not going to be able to get that. Really strong push now onto meeting. They're running out of time. They've got 15 seconds. Slipus all on his own in meeting. I'm wondering if we're going to get some backup from someone else, but he's going to get taken out. The attackers are now able to make their way into meeting. Dowd takes out Street Rider. Matex has been taken. It takes out. I don't know who he takes out. Matex is now doing the plant. Chris is coming in. It's 3v1, but he's going to be taken out quite easily here. And there it is. Chris takes out Matex. The plant is denied. Defenders win their first round.
Finally. Good job for a nice run out for 2 hands, but also nice hold by Slipus on the projection room.
Absolutely. Finally, defenders getting a win there, and a well-deserved win as well. They pushed a bit more aggressively. I think they've worked out what they need to do. The early spawn peak didn't work out, but if it did, that would have set them back. And Two Hands running out as well was really solid. So I think they've realized what they need to do. They need to pick up a bit more aggression. They need to start winning back these rounds, and I think this is going to set Game of Drones back a bit if they fall for this again. You know, a couple of times in with this sort of aggression, they're going to start questioning what they're doing, and they're going to start doubting their attack. But this is their last attack now, so we'll see how they pull that off. They're going to be taking Thermite, Sophia, Nomad, Gridlock, and Thatcher, as we are going to Garage. That's a fantastic lineup. And then we got on defense, Jaeger, Bandit, Maestro, Legion, and Valkyrie.
Sophia is the only change on the board for now. It's always the same lineup.
Yeah, it's. I think this is one of the things that attackers from the Game of Drones, have been doing throughout the tournament. Is really they got a solid lineup and they stick to it. You get used to the operator, you get used to the weapons. That's the ones you play every round, and that's what you get really used to. Switching between operators can be pretty jarring if you go between quite a few of them. So I think that's pretty good for those guys.
It's always good to have a couple.
Absolutely. So it looks like a pretty standard defense once again from the defenders. Nothing special to really note here. We've got Jamie's been Two Hands, has been moved off the Maestro. Moody Serial is going to take that instead. It looks like Two Hands has decided that a more fragging role is going to be, or aggressive roam role is going to be more how he plays this now, and that definitely worked out for him in the last round. So they're switching it up a little bit, keeping the right operators that they need. Dowd is going to set himself up in Visa office, and actually he might be able to get a kill here as they are very close, and he does! He picks up Pigboy. Pigboy there, really easily taken out. They've just all banding together through that front door. That's a really weird push for those guys. Not droning out correctly enough.
Too cocky.
Stalled out. Definitely too cocky. And Two Hands is here as well as support. He's watching that room. Dowd has gone back to site. Probably best, but to be honest, if he could back up Two Hands, he might be able to pick off even more people here. There's just so many of them. They've all dropped down into archives though, and they're all going to be pushing down the back. Nomad goes on the floor, probably to stop the rotation down the... Oh! Bernard almost picks up a kill there. So yeah, so they've put down a Nomad on the floor, and they're going to put down a Claymore as well to stop anyone dropping down that hatch to follow them from behind. Defenders, I don't think they were expecting this, but it's not a very aggressive push, and now the defenders are starting to become aware of this. Slypus is very close to going to get a kill on Street there on the Gridlock. It's a very worrying position for the attackers now, as Two Hands takes out Matex, but Street manages to take out Slypus on the Valkyrie. Street missing shots as he's throwing out his track stingers, not quite making it inside. Defense and Two Hands is having to come around back to site. Moody is going to be able to pick up a shot on Street there, almost doesn't make it. Defenders now 4v2 in a really good position for them as this attack has completely failed. Lord Cinnamon is going to be coming around. He's going to be watching that spiral stairs as he probably gets a call out or he hears some sound. That seems to be like Two Hands is going to start making his way down. He gets a ping, but he's worried about the angle being watched. And Chris takes out Bernard, so it just leaves Cinnamon all on his own. Diffuser is down. He's in 45 seconds left. He's got a bit of time, but 4v1 is going to be a tough one to pull back from. This just seems like a bit of a failed attack. Rotation has been opened, probably as a diversion, so Two Hands can come down. There he goes. Two Hands comes down spiral stairs, takes out Cinnamon, wins another round for the defenders, and that was a fantastic round. They're finally starting to get into the game.
Yeah, fantastic round for the defenders. It's just the attackers choked themselves in this round, all pushing from the back.
That was a weird push, like all of them straight into VIP and completely. Oh, sorry. What was it called? Visa, and completely not droning it out correctly at all because they easily got picked off.
I think they were like the last defenses they were there. It was just Lapis holding Arcas below, no one else really. And I think they were ready to get Lapis immediately as the Legion, That's a very heavy kill off the board. Very good up for the more time passes. So they tried, but it didn't went well.
Yeah. And so we're switching sides now. We're going to be starting off in console meeting, pretty standard, with Castle, Smoke, Maestro, Legion, and Jaeger. So it's cool we're seeing the Castle being brought in. Attacking side, Nomad, Hibana being switched for the Capital, Gridlock, Thatcher, and Fuse. Fuse from Slypus. Elite as well. So I'm
a huge player.
So yeah, I'm interested to see what Slypus has managed to able to pull off there. We have got a castle in play, so it's a perfect opportunity for the Fuse to go off there.
I think as soon as he saw the reveal phase, he was cheering, screaming the party.
And there we go, setting up Legions are being set up all over the shop. Street Rider is going to be doing that. Cinnamon on the Jaeger, probably going to be doing a bit of a roam. Pigboy is probably going to be holding down sight with a shotgun and the smokes, probably setting himself up in meeting room. I think that's a Pengu thing. I think might be doing that. We'll see. Pigboy is a big fan of Pro League. Let's see if he does that. Street opening up some really little holes there from admin. Predictable hole. Actually, no, I don't know if that is a predictable hole. It's a pretty good position there. He's got himself in. Maestro setting up in the near the long desk. Attackers are now making their way to site now. If I can get there with the controls. There we go. Slypus setting himself up. Nice and comfy. Don't know what he's doing. Chris is going to be holding on to spiral stairs, and Dow is going to start churning out yellow stairs. Lots of drones going in right now from the attackers. They're going to get themselves into position. Air jab on the classic run out there, so they can hold that later on. Lots of drones, lots of prep happening. That's very good from the attacker side. It's a good idea. There's a shot through into long desk, but it doesn't get through enough. I guess long desk is invincible, and probably made of bulletproof wood, because that is not going anywhere. Slypus on
might
the
be
roof.
like the desk in main entrance.
And the Street Rider picks up Moody. Not sure where that was from, but everyone's holding angles and holding the windows, and there comes a Fuse. Not really managing to do anything, but Cinnamon takes out two hands. So the attackers are now in a massive disadvantage, and this could be another round for the Red Dragons.
Red Dragons. Yeah, you're right. I got confused for a second. Switch.
Sorry, wait. No, you're right. Game of Drones. Game of Drones are in the advantage. You were right. I was wrong.
Okay.
So not a lot really happening now. Just everyone's trying to get in position. Trying to find where the attackers all have gone. We're all on the roof. Another roof party is happening right now. Dawid, though, holding an angle on the window into admin. And he's not really going to get anything over there, as it's pretty quiet. I'm not sure if he realizes he's still got to get through a castle to get out of that easily. But we have a push from Chris on the meeting room window. The smokes are going off. As anticipated, Pigboy is holding meeting room, just like Pengu himself. Firebolt's coming down, but not going to connect. Smoke going off. Not sure why. Dawid takes off Street. He's gonna start swinging in. The shotgun goes off, and the Pigboy takes out Chris. It's now Plants going down by Dawid, but he gets taken out by Pigboy. Pigboy with the double kill, and we're just left with the Fuse, who gets taken out by Cinnamon, and it's an easy win for the defenders.
Good effort by the Red Dragons, but looks like the Game of Thrones is just superior in their defenses and attacks for now.
Absolutely. Game of Drones really are playing very well. The Red Dragons definitely given them a run for the money in certain areas, but that attack just wasn't one of those areas. And I think now that the Game of Drones are defending, they're going to have a big advantage on a more disorganized team who are attacking. We can see a lion coming out. I'm wondering if... Oh, no, there it goes. Back for Sophia. Haven't seen a lion much. Maybe a 6-pixel line, potentially. Yeah, maybe that was a hint. We're
There's
going
a
to
lot of
lobby
players like
press
to
room.
tease us.
Interesting choice of... We're not going to garage, we're going to lobby press room. Sledge, Thermite, Maverick, Sophia, Thatcher on attack, and Valkyrie Smoke, Doc, Jaeger, and Castle on defense. The Maverick, though, getting switched out for the Gridlock.
Interesting choice of site.
Yeah, they must have an idea of what they want, how they want to hold this. I have played with the blue team before. That one time they were down a player, and they have a lot of ideas. They have a lot of strats. They have, you know, they definitely like to have a big plan for what they want to do. And one of those maps they had a massive plan on was Consulate. So I think
maybe we'll see something here.
we'll see something. There we go. That's a cam there. Can actually get it behind. That's a better position. He knows. He's seen the same video as I have. Fantastic work. Matex there on the just doing a bit of reinforcements. They're going to be holding upstairs, which is classic. They're probably going to open up the floor so they can have a look into the lobby entrance door. Bernard there placing some cams into the meeting room.
Directly from Coconut Bra.
Yep, classic Coconut.
Yeah.
It seems like we're going to get a reinforcement into the bathroom there, which makes sense. Floor being opened up from below by Pig Boy. That's going to give them the angle they need into lobby from upstairs. And looks like Cinnamon's going to cast himself in, but he hasn't got enough castles to get all the windows, so I'm not sure if that's going to really help him there, having that one window, but that's fine. Attackers are going to start making their way in, put down a Claymore on yellow stairs, which is a pretty classic move there. We've got Moody coming up to the roof. A lot of them coming up to the roof now. A few drones going off. Not a lot happening, obviously, but very early start into the round. Bernard has got himself set up in an interesting position down near Archives in the blue corridor down there. Matex has got himself up in Visa office, so he's got a really good angle right down the map, which is fantastic for him. Pig Boy sitting himself up outside the bathroom. He's going to be just holding down sight and yeah, just waiting for people to kick off. And here we go. We're starting to get a few of them upstairs now. Slypus is coming in from Copy Room, and he's going to be pushing Long Desk. They all know they need to take that room, and Cinnamon has got to contest it all on his own. They definitely have the equipment to do it, and here comes the Sledge, and Sledge is going to see Cinnamon, but he doesn't quite manage to switch to his weapon fast enough. Cinnamon is going to be holding that site as hard as he can, but he's got 4 players. He's going to be contesting it at least. They're going to back off, though, off off that stairs there, and this is not a good spot for Cinnamon. The attackers, though, not taking advantage of this. They have the man advantage. Cinnamon drops down, and he's now going to rotate back around. He's going to maybe he's going to get flanked. No, he's not. He's going to sit himself up in tellers and watch the spiral stairs. Walls are being opened up outside the Long Desk, and now they have control of meeting. And it's been given up, completely given up by Cinnamon. Console office is now got control. Upstairs is now being fully controlled. They're going to try and get some view down into piano, but not going to get anything from that angle specifically.
Quite low on time though.
They are running out of time. 45 seconds left. One of the smokes has gone off. The windows are being not sure how that broke. And Matex takes down 2 hands. Not sure where that was from, but that's the Doc set himself up in Visa. He's probably on the hatch. He's got another person to contend with on the hatch, but he doesn't quite spot them. But they think they know where he is, and they do. And Dawid takes out Matex through the floor. Fantastic shot there from Dawid. Now they have a lot more control. It's 4v4 though. A lot of players on low health. Only 15 seconds left to go, and Dawid gets a double kill. Pig Boy very close to Street, who takes down Pig Boy. Oh, sorry, Moody takes down Pig Boy. Diffuser has gone down from the attackers. Moody takes down Street. Moody with the double kill, and finally Sly finishes off the round with Bernard, and that is a round for the Red Dragons.
Ah, come on.
There we go. It's all kicking off, mate.
It's starting to get sweatier.
Mate, I'm happy. I'm waiting for some shorter games so I can have a break for 5 minutes. I need to rest my voice. But
man, I'm sorry for the last game. It was just intense.
It's all intense. Yeah, it seems like that was a fantastic round from the Red Dragons, and that brings them back up in line. They are almost drawing. Yeah, we're going down to Cafeteria Garage with Valkyrie, Maestro, Bandit, Jaeger, Castle, Sledge, Thermite, Gridlock, Lion, Thatcher on attack. Is that Lion going to get switched out, or is he going to stay? I'd quite like to see a Lion. Lion used to be broken.
Nice.
He's not so broken nowadays. He's actually, he can be pretty handy in stopping any
the gun
rotations.
is also pretty solid.
Yeah. I think he's pretty well balanced nowadays.
That's from Liam that Moody is giving the positive vibes for the red team.
Of course.
Lion is not here anymore though. Just realized that.
So, Lion must have got switched out last minute. I was not paying attention.
Yeah,
I was
Nomad.
watching the chat to the Nomad. So that's Dawid there giving up on the Lion. I'm not sure what the intention was there, or if they just last minute decided to pick up a Nomad, but
Might be comfort pick.
could be a comfort pick.
Some people like nomads.
Some people do, yeah. So what's this hole they're going to be doing for the blue team? So it looks like, sorry, not blue team, the Game of Drones. Looks like Pigboy might. Oh no, I was going to say he might impact trick that hatch, which he can do, by the way, but he's brought the barbed wire with him instead. My attack's there. He's going to be doing. Looks like he's been doing some bandit tricking, and hopefully we'll see some of that pay off. So far, all the time the garage has been used, has been attacked. It has been opened.
It's been breached, yeah.
Chris
Every
is making
time.
his way over. He's going to place his claymore down on the yellow stairs. Sliper's just standing there doing nothing. Oh no, he's moving now. Spiral stairs getting droned out by Dawid. Defender's just hunkering down. It looks like Piano is going to be Window's going to be knocked out by two hands, and the Sledge. Little does he know that there is actually no one there, so he probably could do. Oh no, Street is there on the Bandit and on the Jaeger, and Pigboy has come up into Piano as well. So this is going to be a really hard take for two hands on his own. He's going to start coming in now with Dawid. Dawid's going to give him a bit of support and put some of those nomads down, but we do have Pigboy watching the window of Piano. Not able to spot anyone yet. Street Rider sitting himself in the bathroom. It's been a long day. It's time for the toilet, and here he's going to get
Speaking of which, still didn't get an update from O'Brien.
So, Street's sitting himself in the bathroom still. Pigboy's going to let himself leave as he's been droned out. He's going to head to the yellow stairs. Moody holding that yellow stairs down below, though. Tricking happening from the Bandit, but not much support there for the Thermite. Definitely on his own a bit. So Nomad has managed to take control of lobby, but Street Rider is just around the corner in the bathroom, and he's going to be waiting for any signs of pushing, but this is a very slow attack at this point. Dawid is going to slowly make his way through. I don't know if he knows he's there. He doesn't. He looks the wrong way, and he gets taken out by the Jaeger. Street there. Fantastic work. So now we've evened up to a 4v4, but Street does get droned out. He's going to get pre-fired from Piano, and I think that's probably... not sure who that was, but Pigboy takes out Moody. And now we have a defender disadvantage. The wall is being bandit tricked. There's absolutely no way he can get in right now without those. Pigboy gets a double kill onto two hands. And fantastic work, and Moody gets a track stingers onto Pigboy. I'm not sure where any of that was happening, but great roam from the from Pigboy. The wall is open. Street gets a double kill, and it's now all up to Chris on the Thermite. Street's going to come down yellow stairs. He's going to try and get an angle, and Bandit's going to be hiding behind. There we go. Street takes out Chris on the Thermite. That was a simple win for the defenders, and a great roam from Pigboy.
Also by Street, they're hiding in the bathroom and getting the kill on the Nomad.
Absolutely, and you can see Street here with 13-5. Street is absolutely popping off today. That's insane. Dawid doing well for the red team, but just the red team can't compete with that. The fragging power of Street today. And when Street's on form, he is on form. And looks like we're going back to console meeting room. Bernard taking the castle again. Smoke, Maestro, Legion, Jaeger, same as before. Sledge, Jackal, Gridlock, Nomad, and Lion. So they're definitely wanting to pick up on some of those roamers. The Jackal and Lion. Wonder if that Lion's going to get swapped out last minute for something at random. Nope, the Nomad is going to get switched for a Amaru. No.
Ooh.
Amaru? Fantastic. I think they probably realized they're not going to win this game and they are going to just rush, maybe.
Yeah. I also got this feeling.
But we've seen him. I've actually seen Dawid pull off Amaru a lot of times, a lot more times than you'd ever expect, to be honest. So this could be really impressive for. This could be a win for the attackers. Not much. I mean, who knows? Who the hell knows? Bernard's setting up his castles in the waiting room, the connector there. Getting that all sorted out. Making sure no one makes it hard to get through that window, but they do have the sledge to counteract that.
The castles, yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, not a lot to really call out right now. They're opening up a route from long desk into meeting for Pigboy. Pigboy's going to be holding that with this time with the deployable shield. I'm pretty sure he didn't have that last time, or at least I didn't notice he had it, but this is usually the hold you do with Smoke. Oh, at least this is the one that I've seen Pengu do. So the attackers are going to start making their way now to site. We've got Chris all on his own as a Jackal all the way over there.
Liam is still commenting in the chat that you can't rush without Ash.
That's it. You can't rush without Ash, as we can tell by Liam's fantastic 5K/ace yesterday evening. I think he did it in 19 seconds. Very impressive. So, it looks like, yeah, we're going to start opening up some windows and we're going to get into position. The Dawid has not rushed into sight yet. Kind of just waiting for that to happen. I'd like to catch that on camera, but he's going to be droning out instead here. Not a lot going on yet. The Lion does pop off, but I'm not sure what that was targeted for. Maybe pushing nowhere in particular. So Mara's going to have a hard time getting in through those top windows with the castles on there.
Yeah, true. But someone else can breach it. They have a sledge.
So another Lion getting popped off. I'm not sure what was intended by that. Just seems to be at random at the moment, as it's not seemingly coordinated with any pushes. The track singers are going down from Moody though, and the smokes are going down, so I'm wondering if they're going to try and start planting. Moody's getting some shots off, but doesn't manage to take out the Maestro there. Oh, he does! He takes out the Maestro. The plant is going down. Chris on the diffuser. Moody's still holding that angle. It's getting very intense right now. And Pigboy's coming round. He's going to try and knife. Pigboy gets him with the SMG, but it's 4v4. But he's right in his smoke. Is he going to try and get the diffuser? No, he's going to get taken down from the window by Moody. And that's real tough now. Dawid made his way into the building. I completely missed that, unfortunately. Bernard takes out Moody, so it's a 3v3, and the defenders are now in a bad position, but Sledge on, Jamie on the Sledge comes... Nah, Two Hands on the Sledge comes up from behind. Maru takes out Two Hands. Sorry, Two Hands takes out Cinnamon. I am lost.
Too many kills.
And there we go. Two Hands takes out Bernard, and the attackers win, so that's a round for the Red Dragons.
That was unexpected also for you.
Very unexpected. Very unexpected. Another hard round to keep up with for sure.
And also, if the Red Dragons wins another round, it's a tie.
Wow, and that is awful for Game of Drones. It puts them in a really bad position.
Worst position they can be.
Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, if they win, they get a draw here, they do go up to 14 points, which ties with Santa Loves Orange More. And winning the next game against Santa Loves Orange More will put them in the finals. But they do want to win. They do want to win. If they win this, then it puts the pressure on Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. It's very complicated now.
Very complicated. It's all to play for. So we've got console meeting room again from the defenders. We've got Mozzie being taken this time, Smoke, Maestro, Castle, and Jaeger. And on attack, we've got Sledge, Jackal, Gridlock, and the Blackbeard being swapped out for a Nomad and a Capital. These surprise Nomad picks, I don't know if they're actually going to make any difference. I'm very unsure what the intention is there.
We've seen Nomad a fair amount of time in during the whole day.
Yeah.
Although just the second match, so.
Exactly, it's the second match of the day, and every match has been long. We're all going to 10 rounds today, apparently. I am getting...
Yeah.
I'm working my way through this. I'm doing okay.
I think you'll need a quick break before we start the next one.
I'm just drinking coffee and eating Doritos right now, and just making my way through step by step, minute by minute.
Oh. At least 2 more hours. Come on.
So it looks like defenders are opening up the hatch, probably for a drop. I guess they want to rotate out of there quickly at some point. Matex is opening up the walls there into console. Standard stuff. Nothing really special going on here. The attackers are now making their way in. Rudy doing a little swirl there. He's shooting at a tree for a bit. Did a little dance. Not really sure what he was intending to do there, but you know, we were entertained.
Maybe it's like... just desperation talking here.
Yeah.
No, sorry, not desperation. This is just Moody giving away the good vibes.
It's Moody good vibes for sure. Moody is in fact not Moody. So
it's positive.
Yes. Maestro has a look down the hatch onto lobby there. We've got a few people outside lobby. That's Chris chilling out, hanging out with the Jackal. If I can switch to him, he gets picked up, but his drone gets picked up by the Mozzie, unfortunately. It's going to give the defenders an advantage. Not a lot going on around here. We do have Moody on an angle. He does know that there is someone hidden away, and he's not able to get an angle from that position. He's going to try his best anyway. Looks like that's going to be the... Who is that in that? It is the... Mozzie? Very... Not sure. He's watching the window, and there we go. Street is on the window, hanging, but he will get spotted by that Mozzie drone. He's going to try and shoot it, but he fails, and the smoke goes down already. This is very early into the round for a smoke to be going off. Not really sure about that. Maybe they're just worried about a rush plant. I mean, he's going to pre-fire that area, but he's not really going to get anything. Although, I've just noticed that Nomad has been downed and then taken out by Pigboy on the smoke. We'll get knocked by a Nomad, but there's no one there to counter because the Nomad is gone. The Maestro upstairs, everyone's upstairs roaming. The castle's doing a little bit of roaming. Watching the window, Slippers takes out Pigboy and Chris takes out Matex. So this is a suddenly swung in the attacker's favor. This is really good for them. Moody's still holding that window and he gets a shot onto Cinnamon. It's a fantastic shot there. And it puts them even more bigger advantage. This is going in favor of the Red Dragons. They still have 45 seconds left, and Two Hands takes out Street Rider, and that was a fantastic shot. And now it's 4v1, and now they're in a really good position. Bernard all in his own, but the diffuser's going down in the meeting room by the looks of it, and he gets taken out of the window. And that is it. A tie.
Tie.
Wow.
Exactly what Game of Thrones didn't want.
That's what they didn't want. Game of Thrones are in the finals right now. That does put them on the same level as Santa Loves Orange More, but Santa Loves Orange More have another match. Game of Thrones are going to be playing them next, and if Game of Thrones lose this and Mozzie win their next game, that's Game of Thrones out of, the finals, and that's
fourth place.
That's tough, and a fantastic game for the Red Dragons, who have been, have had a lot of losses recently, apart from the previous game. So anyway. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment, probably about just after 4 for our next match. So, see y'all in a bit.
Stay tuned.